what's going on everyone? Dustin Grusty, Greatness Facilitator here with the final video of 2019. And as we get ready to focus on all the possibility of 2020 and the things we want to accomplish, I'm reminded of a quote by the late, great Mr. Fred Rogers. He said, "You rarely have time for everything you want in life, so you need to make choices. And hopefully your choices can come from a deep sense of who you are." My life is completely different than it was just 5+ years ago. Back then I was enjoying the 3 B's: beaches, beer, and babes. I was living in Orlando, Florida. I was no more than an hour's drive away from the beach, multiple theme parks, and concert venues. I was no less than a 3-minute walk away from my favorite watering hole that had all-you-could-eat wings and beer for a low price on Thursday nights or dollar burgers on Mondays. I got to play softball 9 months out of the year and would kick off each weekend going to the sports bar that sponsored our team after our game. I would often be one of the last on the team to leave too, even though I had to work early the next morning. When I'd get off work during the fall months, I'd have to play catch up to my friends who had been watching college football all day. And let's not forget, Sunday Fun Day isn't just saying in Orlando, it's a lifestyle. Mimosa bars to start off brunch, buckets for football, and whatever terrible drinks your friends think sound like a good idea after that. Yeah, life was different back then. I was in the Sunshine State, but what I kept pouring into my body was not filling my heart with sunshine. Did I have some fun and make some memories? Sure. But were those activities in line with who I ultimately wanted to be? No. My priorities were different back then. Kind of funny now thinking of those as my priorities, knowing what I know now. But what about you? Do you know what your priorities are? Do you know what a priority is? In simple terms, a priority is something of leading importance in your life. A value, a goal, relationship, job, cause, etc. It is what you live for, what gives focus to your life. A priority is whatever has first claim on your time, energy, and resources. It is something you constantly prefer to do, something you think you must do or spend money on above all other possibilities. A priority is something that you can set consciously or is possible for outside circumstances to set your priorities for you. As you can imagine, with the time I was spending at the bars in Orlando, I didn't have much focus on anything. Thankfully, it was a few friends that I made and my roommate that helped me see and believe that I was capable of so much more. But also, with more family in the form of nieces and nephews being born back here in Ohio, I knew that Florida was no longer the place for me. I made my family, my health, and happiness priorities in my life. It's amazing how quickly things change in just a small amount of time. Would you believe that just a month after moving home and while completely starting life over, I was introduced to the woman that would become my fiance 10 months later and my wife 10 months after that? Talk about learning to set your priorities. A good woman will help you do that real quick. Now, I joke about my wife helping me set my priority, but the truth is, I can give you many reasons why she became a priority in my life. And building our future together became a priority when we got married. And then helping her through the grief of the news of our infertility became a priority. I consciously chose her to become that priority for me, saying I do every day. The news of our infertility was of course devastating to both of us. We had told each other back on just our second date that having kids was a non-negotiable. We both had to have them. Fast forward to 7 months into our marriage, when crushing news like that hit, the map we had for our life seemed to get all wrinkled. In one of her moments of deep despair, she even tried to offer me an out, saying she wouldn't be mad or blame me if I left to go get what I once said I was unwilling to go without. But I had a priority as a compass to lead me through that wrinkled life map. My priority was her, because she was, is, and always will be my family, and I needed to help her through that time of grief just as I needed her to help me through it. as I said before, things changed mightily in just a short amount of time. My wife and I made it through that dark period that started almost 3 years ago. Large part is thanks to the dog I never thought we'd get when we adopted our hound, boxer mix Eva, last fall, whom you may have seen in an earlier video. After helping each other through that dark time was completed as a priority, then taking care of Eva became a priority, we uncovered another priority: giving love and safety to children who need it. Yes, this summer my wife and I became foster parents, and any little ones that come into our home become our priority. We didn't become parents in the conventional sense, but we stayed true to ourselves and our authentic priorities we wanted for our lives. We can't say for sure how long we'll do the fostering thing, or even what the next step would be after that. But we make the kids a priority when we have them, and communicating and staying connected with one another a priority through it all. As you head into the new year, I would like you to consider answers to these 3 questions. 1. What do I constantly think about? 2. How do I spend my money? 3. How do I spend my time? When you can honestly answer these 3 questions, you have found your priority. Now the question is that the priority you want it to be? If not, I think you found a good place to start on the work you want to do, that you need to do. But don't let the idea of the task overwhelm you. As you heard in my story, a lot can change in a short amount of time. You just have to make the choice to change, starting now. And then start. And once you start, keep moving forward and step up to greatness. Hey, what's up everyone? Dustin here again. Just want to thank you so much for checking out my video. If you liked what you heard, definitely give me a like and comment below. Let me know what you thought specifically, or if there's things you want to hear me talk about, let me know that as well. If you want to see more videos as they come out, go ahead and subscribe right up there. If you want to see another video that was like that one, check out right over there. And then some close friends of mine have some awesome content coming out over on their channel, so check them out as well. So thank you guys again. Look forward to hearing from you. Keep moving forward. Step up to greatness.